Hi, my name is Joseph Parker, WBO champion of the world, and you're watching Sporting Icons.
Okay, so from New Zealand, the former WBO World Heavyweight Champion dominates Deontay Wilder, the former WBC World Heavyweight Champion. If you want to give Wilder, if we want to be generous and give him 1 or 2 rounds, okay, there you go, consolation. But for me, I felt that Joseph Parker won every single round. Easily. Even had Wilder out of there in round number 8, and is a little bit eyebrow raising when at the very end of the fight I see Wilder kept holding up his arm like he won. I mean, he didn't do anything pretty much the entire fight. He didn't. And this is what I said a few days ago. A Parker of old deals with Wilder very, very comfortably, which is why I wanted the unification fight when Parker was WBO and Wilder was WBC. Had them two have unified, Parker would have beaten him. I said it back then, and I said it a few days ago as well, that Parker, the guy who comes forward, beats Wilder. He does. The Parker who's been on the back foot when he was WBO champion, or for like the last half of it, before he lost it to Anthony Joshua, that version wouldn't beat Deontay Wilder. But the Parker we saw tonight is a Parker of old, and stayed disciplined, and he was fit. Now, this has got nothing to do with ring time and all that kind of stuff, because Wilder, he doesn't load up on shots. He doesn't absorb punishment and whatever. He goes on the back foot and he waits for the opportunity. He does it every single fight, and he does it in this fight as well. And this is what I've always said about Wilder. If you can stay away from the right hand, you beat him. The only time he's ever stepped up to elite level was Tyson Fury, and he got found wanting in all 3 fights. I know people want to put Luis Ortiz. Luis Ortiz has never beaten anybody, and I've always said Luis Ortiz was never anything. He wasn't. Parker would have destroyed Luis Ortiz, and I made many, many videos on that. And now the guy that Anthony Joshua beat has beaten Deontay Wilder. Now, does that make it a triangle theory or guarantee that Joshua beats Wilder? No, of course not. Of course, I'm doing this video before Joshua has fought Wallin. So who knows? Maybe Wallin's going to win, and we still get to see Joshua and Wilder. Maybe if Joshua wins, we still get to see that fight. Who knows? I still want to see Joshua and Wilder. And as I've always said, Joshua dominates and stops Deontay Wilder. He does. But at the end of the day, this was a fight that Parker had everything to win and nothing to lose in this fight, because for some reason the bookies had Wilder a strong, strong favourite. But the way that Parker was moving was the Parker of old. That's the Parker that I was a huge fan of when he won the WBO World Heavyweight Championship, or that run up to it and whatever else. Okay, he had a couple of poor performances and eked out a couple of wins before he lost to Joshua, then lost to Dillian White. Then, of course, quite recently got stopped by Joe Joyce. But again, that was down to tactics, I think, with the Joe Joyce one. But against Wilder, he was always going to beat him. Always going to beat him. And all the comments that I've had, Sporting Icons, you're such a Deontay Wilder hater. Joseph Parker hasn't got a chance of beating Wilder. You don't know what you're talking about. You don't know what boxing. Well, there you have it. There you have it. 9 times out of 10, Parker beats Wilder. He does. Now, Wilder, he looked shot at times. He looked like he didn't know what to do. I don't think that was ring rust, because obviously you knock off a lot of that in sparring. I know it's not under the lights, but it's still fighting, okay? And of course, he's well rested. But he's a one-punch knockout artist. That's what he is. He throws one punch. He doesn't do much else. And I've always said that, and people will say that I'm a hater. I'm not. Watch that fight. Watch all of his fights. That's what he does. So anyway, congratulations to Joseph Parker. Fantastic victory for him. And he looked brilliant. I know a lot of talk will be, well, where did it go wrong for Wilder? Well, let's praise Joseph Parker. Parker done fantastic. Stayed disciplined and put it on him at times as well. Really put it on him. And Wilder just didn't know what to do. Didn't know what to do. But now it appears that over the last, 3 fights, that link up with Andy Lee is starting to gel now. You can start to see the fruits of their labour. You really can. And even in the Joe Joyce fight, he gave it a good go at times, didn't he? But anyway, congratulations to Joseph Parker. Of course, it's disappointing in the sense of, for a lot of people, Wilder wins, Joshua wins, that's a big super fight. Now it's not going to be a super fight. If Joshua fights Wilder, whether he beats Wilder or whether he doesn't, listen, it's still a big fight, but it's not a monster fight. But as I've always said, listen, Wilder's overrated. I've always said it. Big puncher, absolutely. It's not power, it's speed. Speed that generates the power. If you can stay away from it, you beat him every single time. And that get out of jail free card ain't always going to be there. But anyway, we'll have to wait and see what happens with Deontay Wilder next. Maybe he'll fight Joshua Still. Who knows? For Parker, fantastic. Let's see Parker versus Daniel Dubois now. That'd be great. Drop your thoughts below. Click thumbs up, subscribe. Catch you next video.